Hello, people. Shinzo here, man. Taking a break from the streaming today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be making a tutorial video. So many people have been hopping in on my chat asking, how do you multi-stream? Do the most simplified way to do this. This is what works for me. I'm a fairly new to streaming, and this ended up working for me. There's a lot of things I'm going to add in here that you're not going to be able to find when you look at other videos because I couldn't find it. So some things I had to figure out myself. I'll add it in here just to make it a little bit easier for you. Just as for a start, I stream on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok Studio. With that being said, let's get started, man. Let's get started. First things first, man. I use the ATM vertical OBS plugin along with the Multistream plugin. Both by ATM. Very easy to use, man. It's the first thing I used. Never had an issue. Pretty much you're just going to go to this website, atm.tv, download the vertical and the multi-streaming one. Once you have both those downloaded, you're going to go into OBS. You're going to reopen OBS and your screen should look a little bit something like this, where now you have this vertical plugin here, and then you have this multi-stream tool added in as well. As a disclaimer, this is going to be for people who never multi-streamed, but it's also going to be for people who have an idea of OBS and how to use it, but just want to like expand and multi-stream into other platforms. So I'm going to explain how to do YouTube, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok Studio. So pretty much with YouTube is a little confusing. This is one I had like an issue with trying to figure out. So when you pull this open, man, you're going to have the multi-stream here. This is going to be your main canvas and your vertical canvas. What you're going to do is go to settings, and it's going to show your main canvas and your vertical outputs. So you're going to go to your output settings. You're going to set up, obviously, your encoder and everything else. And when you're here, you're going to click add output, right? For your main canvas. It's going to ask you to use your main, whatever output you have for OBS. For me, I had to add another one, and I'll explain later. But I had to add another YouTube one for my main canvas. Do the same for vertical. Just add a YouTube output. That's it. Very simple. I just have it set up the way I have it set up. With that being said, we can go on to YouTube Studio. So this is important. Open up YouTube Studio. Every time you're going to go live, right? You're pretty much going to have to make a broadcast. This is one thing I did once, and I never really had to change it again. So when you're going to make a broadcast on YouTube, click create, go live. Now you're going to be in here, this screen here. Now you have to schedule streams and listen. You have to schedule a vertical stream and the main stream. They do not use the same stream key. You need 2 stream keys. Pretty straightforward, right? So me, I already have it set up. So what I did was, I have a bunch here, but I already have it set up. I have one set up for vertical and one set up for just my regular stream. I even put it there, like I put vertical on the end so I know the difference. So I click it, or use settings, use this for now. It should be a template, it's fine. Yeah, you set up your whole stream, whatever, the way you want to do it. It will save every time and I just use the same. So this is what's important here. What you're gonna have here is your stream key, right? Make a new stream key. So when you go to make a stream key, make one for regular. I have one named vertical, regular. You're going to click create a new stream key. You get it there. What you're going to do now is you're going to copy the stream key, or your regular. You have one stream key for regular. You're going to go back into here, and for that second main canvas you made, it's going to appear here. Like this is your built-in stream. So you're going to have this one. I put it in here. So I set this up with that stream key, my regular. And then you do it again. You just make another stream key for vertical, name it vertical, and then you copy that. When you go to add an output, you put in that stream key. Pretty straightforward, man. And then every time you are going to go live on YouTube, you have to make a new broadcast. I know it's a little confusing, a little annoying, but if you already have the settings set up, all you got to do is really change the title and the thumbnail, and everything else kind of falls into place there. So this part is going to be about TikTok, man. TikTok's a little stingy when it comes to stream keys. I would say 90% of people streaming on TikTok don't have stream keys, which is fair, man. They don't give it out often. So what you're going to need is to either apply for TikTok Live Studio, which is the way I did it. I mean, and they're not super stingy about that. They get Live Studio access. You just got to go to like Google and Google Live Studio access application. You apply, you put in your stream, your other stream info. They might ask you for some pictures, or you're just consistent on the app for like a month and they'll give you the access. Or you could join like the creator group, which a lot of people do as well. And they'll be able to get you live access. And then once you have your vertical canvas all set up, you set it up like you do anything else, pretty much with the scenes and, you know, the sources and everything else. You set it up how you like, man. You know, it is what it is. Everybody has different preferences. Once that's all done, what you're going to do is, and you have the access, you're going to download TikTok Live Studio. Unfortunately, as I said, TikTok does not give out stream keys very easily. What happens is you can't add it into the multi-stream, but we can still use Live Studio without really breaking the bank on our PC's resources, really. The way we do that is going to be through this vertical canvas. You're going to be streaming to pretty much YouTube Shorts and TikTok using the same vertical canvas. And how we're going to do that is through this OBS virtual canvas. And this makes it very easy, man. When you download TikTok Live Studio, it should be here, right? You're also going to have to make sources and whatever. You don't really have to add too much. I just add some links and other stuff that I have that is strictly for just TikTok. But what you're going to do is you're going to add a camera source. When you add a camera source, you're going to choose out of the list of sources, you're going to choose OBS Virtual Cam. When you choose OBS Virtual Cam, you're going to stretch it out to the right size. And this is what's going to show up here, right? It's just like this OBS thing. But in order for your virtual cam to transfer over, all you have to do is press this right here, this little camera, this orange camera thing, and boom. It just pretty much mirrors exactly straight up whatever I have in OBS. The only thing you're going to have to really set up that's different is like your mic audio and stuff, because I don't really know how to do that yet. I guess I'll figure that out in the future. I mean, this mic's pretty decent, so it works out fine. So yeah, so once you have this up, bro, you could just go live. And if you have access to TikTok Studio, man, you can do that. Just one disclaimer about TikTok Studio, depending on your PC and its specs, if you have like a streaming PC or whatever the case is, it doesn't play well really with OBS that well. Like it does not play well with OBS. It takes up a lot of resources still, and it kind of, I don't know, makes things a little bit more difficult. That's why I had to split like my streams between two PCs. I have TikTok on my gaming PC, and then I have straight up my YouTube on a different PC, just to kind of ease the load a little bit, because I noticed on my streaming PC that's not very good. The thing's kind of trash, to be honest. It was hard. I had to like turn a lot of settings down, and I just wanted better quality, so I had to split them. But if you have a good enough streaming PC or just a good enough gaming PC, they should work fine, man. It's not like that taxing on your computer. Yeah, and after you go live on TikTok, the way to go live on all your different sources is right here in the Multistream tab. You're going to click this little button here. It's going to go live and go live. The thing is, I noticed when I would go live into the built-in stream, it would kind of mess things up. So I don't even touch this. That's why I made this output. This is strictly just horizontal canvas. So I just click this, and then I click this, and then I'm live. I'm live on horizontal and vertical, and then I'm live on TikTok Studio as well. So with that being said, man, that's pretty much it. So listen, if anybody has any questions, just leave a comment below, man. If I missed anything, if I didn't explain anything good enough, just let me know in the comments. I'm always reading through the comments. So with that being said, man, it was nice making my first long form video. So I changed it all, man. Peace.